Hello, hello, hello. This is Marietta coming at you one more again. Want to let y'all know that I am feeling motivated, uplifted, and inspired to all my new subscribers. Good to see you. Thank God for each and every one of you. I am so appreciative of all of y'all that are logging in, all of y'all that are subscribing. But there is still so many of y'all that are watching that are not subscribed. Come on in and join the family. And to all my day ones, y'all are really the real MVPs. Y'all are doing the dang thing. And I really appreciate each and every one of y'all as y'all begin to help build this channel. We want to go to 10K. And I thank each and every one of you for helping us get there. But I want to talk about something right now that is really, really, really important for us to start talking about. And that is how we are being segregated in the land all over again. How we're being to a place where mentally we're in a space where we are not supposed to mingle and mix with people that don't look like us. Well, let me tell y'all something. This is a hard place for you to be in. Especially if you're claiming salvation, you're love Jesus. Jesus loves everybody, and he's taught us to love everybody. We're going in a time, yes, it looks real weird, and everything is acting strange, and some people are looking at you funny. And y'all that know that I also have a Caucasian son. And when we go places, people look us up and down and look at me just as strange and look at him strange as if I done stole the boy, as if I don't know where the boy come from. The boy is my son. He is my son and I love him with everything in me. But because of these type of situations, they look at us like we're the enemy. They look at me as if I'm the problem. But yet and still, I was raised to love people for no matter who they are or what they look like. We need to get to a place where it may be too late for some of y'all to feel this way, but it's not too late for me to feel this way because this is how God created me to be. He created me not to see color. He created me to love who loves me. He created me to be a people person, to be able to help people, to be able to speak life into people and to be able to motivate people. This is the calling that God has on my life. So I have never looked at people for what they look like or what they have or what they could give me or what I could benefit from it or how we could come together and just go against another race or things of that nature. I wasn't raised in that era of time. I was not raised with that because my mother didn't teach me that. My mother, I am 65 years old. My mother, she never taught us to look down on people or to treat people different because of the color of their skin. We were not raised like that. So out of all my years of being here, I have really had some decent, beautiful friends of the opposite race, all different kinds of races. Black, white, Haitian, African, Caucasian, all of it, every bit of it, Puerto Rican, Mexican. I have just been a people person that have been connected to so many people, so many different nationalities of people that run through the family. So it is hard for me to start looking at my Caucasian sisters or my Mexican sisters or Puerto Rican sisters or brothers and start looking at them funny just because of the color of our skin. We got to come to a place somehow, and I know it's hard, and I know it don't look that way, and I know some of y'all going to say, lady, if you've been watching the news, that's Satan. That's Satan. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with what God has raised up in me. That has nothing to do with the fact that we were taught to love, we were taught to respect, we were taught to look after, and we were taught to reach out. That's what I was taught. It does not matter. I have raised a host of children of all different races, colors, and it did not matter to me. I love them all the same, just like as if they were my own children. So therefore, it's like I'm getting questions. I've had this question asked to me, would I date out of my race? And it depends on what God has for me and how that person treats me. You can't tell love to come to you in different colors. Even so, you connect yourself with somebody, you don't know who you're going to mingle with, you don't know who you're going to connect with, you don't know where love going to find you at. So to be able to close yourself off and be angry and walk around mad and walk around stressed out and walk around looking at everybody like they're against you and everybody hates you and this, that, and the other thing. So this is why I say, Karen, you can set this one out because I am not on that kind of time. I have not been raised like that. I have not been raised to hate my Caucasian sisters. I have not been raised to hate my Mexican sisters or my Puerto Rican sisters or my African sisters. I've not been raised to go through that type of thing. Some of us just genuinely want to be respectful of one another and to love people where they at. And that's how I was raised. That's what I was taught. I was taught to love those that love you and do what you can do to help a person. I was never one to be segregated or separated in that fashion. So it hurts me to my core when I see the children of God feeling as though that because of what's going on in the world that they need to pick up this type of rhetoric or start treating people any kind of way. God is not pleased with that. He is not going to allow you to be able to reap the blessings of the Lord as you go through this life mistreating, segregating, looking down on, being disrespectful, attacking those just because they do not look like you, because they don't have the same skin color as you. And these are the things that we have to really look at and be careful with as we move through this life, as we begin to go through these hard, trying times that we're going through right now. It seems as though that people would rather argue with you and fight with you because you don't share the same beliefs that they believe. And it's hard because of the fact that I'm so sorry that you're angry. I'm sorry that you've been mistreated. I'm sorry that you feel like you can't connect or you can't get along with somebody that does not look like you. But don't walk around spewing that energy onto everybody else. Don't do that because of the fact that there are some people that have an assignment on their life that they do not see color. They are actually colorblind because that's the way God got them. God got them in a place where they need to be able to help. But God is not going to let no harm come to our head. God is not going to let us get hurt. God is not going to let us get devoured or beat up or mistreated or none of that, because He has given us the power to diffuse any situation. Sometimes you just got to understand and know how to just walk away from things that do not serve you, things that do not benefit you. Sometimes you put yourself in harm's way. You put yourself in situations and put your mouth into things that does not concern you. You ain't got no dog in that fight. So why would you go around and tell other people not to mingle with people of a different race, or because of the fact that you don't like what they have done 1,000,000 years ago, 100 years ago? And it's no disrespect to our race, because I'm a black sister myself, but I do not walk around carrying hate. I walk around loving people as they love me. I have been put on this earth as a child of God to uplift, motivate, and inspire the people of God and help people get through these dark times, help people get through these trying times. And to go through these trying times angry, upset, miserable is not the way to do it. There are some things that we can do to help each other. We're going to need a lot of things in these next coming months coming up. I really believe that by this time next year, we're going to be in the midst of a real mess. And it's going to take a lot of people to come together to try to help one another. And fighting against each other is not what you want to do with everybody you come in contact with. Yes, there's going to be some people that may not like you. Yes, there's going to be some people that may even try to take the very things that you have saved, the very things that you put together to try to feed your family. They may try to come up against you. And this is why you're going to need some people around you, some people that actually are ready, willing, and able to help you get through these trying times. So I really believe that we need to come to a place where we do not start telling everybody and anybody, oh, you shouldn't deal with them, you shouldn't talk with them, you shouldn't date out of your race, you shouldn't hang around with them because they have a different race, things of that nature. We really need to be careful with that, because of the fact that you don't know how God is moving. You don't know who God may send to bless you. You don't know who God may send to save you. You don't know who God may send to help you out of a difficult situation. So you can't just be a closed-minded person and say everybody and everything comes around you is coming to hurt you or is coming to be disrespectful to you. You got to learn to be able to discern people and treat people the way they treat you, and be respectful and keep your radar on so you can see what type of people are around you. Listen to what they say, but don't judge them as soon as you see them by just because of the fact of the color of their skin. Because if that's the case, then you're no better than the last person. You're no better than that person who did that to you. You're no better than the average person is constantly keeping chaos going in the earth. Yeah, some people have told me, oh, you blinded by the word, you blinded by this, you blinded by that. Yes, I may be. That may be true. But I refuse to walk around angry. I refuse to take on a bunch of stress that I don't have to take on. I refuse to wake up every morning and try to figure out how to make myself angry just because I walked out the door and went to the grocery store and I may see somebody who don't look like me, or I may see somebody might say something that don't look like me, and I gotta feel like I gotta come all out of character and act a fool just because somebody feels what they feel. I'm not letting people change the way I feel about how I move through this earth, how I choose to live my last days. The things that I do because of the fact that I really enjoy helping people. I really enjoy speaking life into people. I really enjoy seeing people win. I really enjoy seeing people uplifted, motivated, and inspired. And I really enjoy taking care of folks. My son that I have, and all the children that I have raised, and all the people that I've God has given me the pleasure of speaking life into. I thank God for God using me in that realm. So if you're out here and you're feeling some type of way, and you're feeling stressed out, and you're feeling that you're not going to be able to make it, and you feel like all people are the same, then there's a prayer that you need to do. You need to go pray and ask God to free your mind from this type of thinking, because all people are not the same. I don't care what walks of life you come from. There are some Caucasian sisters out there that I love very dearly. There are some African sisters out there that I love very dearly. There are some Mexicans, some Puerto Ricans, some Haitians I love very dearly. So therefore, I have come in contact over the years with lots of plethora people, some even right along with the men, black, white, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Would I date a white man? Yes, I would. I would date a white man as long as he treats me with love and respect. There are some white men out there, whether y'all believe it or not, that love black sisters that are out there to help protect you and will take care of you and all of that. I know a couple. We have some in my family that are very decent, very good Caucasian men that are respectful and love their wives, and their wives are black sisters. So don't think that every man, every white man, every Puerto Rican man, every Haitian man, every Mexican man ain't gonna date you because you're a black sister. All you got to do is open your mind and free your heart from all that hurt and the pain that you've been through, and begin to build a decent life within you, and let them see the light that's shining within you. A lot of times we attract what we are. If and so we are angry, you're going to attract anger to your life. You got to get to a place where you can see past what people have put on you and go by what God has put in you. It's a whole lot different. It's a whole lot different when you begin to move like that. And don't be ashamed to be out there learning new things, having new experiences, meeting new people, connecting yourself with different races. Sometimes you have to date out of your race, because that may be God's will for your life. You can't tell God who to send your way. The man of God comes, and the man of God comes may come in a different package than which you expect him to walk in. Don't throw away the man of God because of the fact that you're worried about what people are going to say if you show up with a man of a different race, or you show up with somebody who they think that you should not be with, because you're not dating for them. You're not falling in love with them. You're falling in love with the person that God sent for you. It's your life. You live it the best way you know how, and put your best foot forward. And don't be afraid to find love. Let love find you. Be blessed.